Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created the special effects exposed brain style makeup. I post this on my Instagram and a ton of you loved it and were asking to see a more in-depth tutorial, so here it is. To begin the makeup, I applied the bald cap and liquid latex around the edges to make this seamless to blend the cap into my skin. Then I applied the brain that I made. So to do this, it was really simple. All I did was take a baking or craft mold. You can get these at a ton of different places. And I placed baby powder all on the inside. This is a very important step to allow for easy removal when removing your mold or prosthetic. After I placed baby powder all over, I then poured in my liquid latex. So this is also a very important step. This is going to take a few layers. You want to apply the liquid latex in a bunch of very thin layers rather than just pouring it. I then swirled it all around, let that layer dry, and continued on, filling it with the latex. I also used a fan to help speed up the drying process. I'll post the links to everything down below in more depth, as well as direct links to shop and discount codes if you guys are interested. Once I had enough layers and I felt it was thick enough and dry, I then again applied baby powder all over and began to carefully, slowly peel out my prosthetic. You can also brush in or shake in some baby powder as you peel away, so kind of like a repetitive process, but baby powder, peel, etc. The baby powder makes removing much easier, but it also helps the prosthetic from sticking to itself or anything else. This is just the latex by itself. It's supposed to be like the clear latex. You can see it does have a slight tint to it. You can either buy a tinted liquid latex or just add some acrylic paint to give it whatever color or tint you want. Then I took some masking tape and I fold this in half, cutting off any excess to place around the edge where the brain mold meets my bald cap or the top of my head. This is going to give you that gap and create the depth for the brain to sit inside of. I love working with masking tape because it gives you that similar skin texture. It's a super cheap, easy, do-it-yourself way to create a lot of different prosthetics. So once I have this placed all the way around the brain, I then applied very thin layers of liquid latex at the edge, again to make this seamless from the tape to my skin, or the tape to the bald cap. Be sure when applying liquid latex that you allow the previous layer to be fully dry before applying the next layer. You can see when applied in very thin layers, it does dry clear. So you can see around my forehead area there, it's almost completely dry. Once I'm sure all my liquid latex is completely dry, I'm going to apply my concealers over top to help hide these. So I actually used a couple different concealers because I wanted to really mimic my natural skin, which you can see is very uneven toned. I'm pretty neutral, but I have lots of yellows, lots of pinks. Also, whatever color you put on your skin is not going to transfer the same as when you put this over top of the masking tape, latex, or bald cap. So you can just simply adjust using a couple different shades to help blend this out, blending the tape, latex, bald cap down to your actual skin. You can use concealers or foundations, that's completely up to you. These have been my recent go-to for my special effects looks, so I'll list those down below if you guys are interested. They're great for anyone looking for full coverage in general, but also to use for looks like these where you need that super full coverage to help hide the seams between you and the prosthetic. Then I add my contour, so I place this around the sides of my nose, the tip of my nose, jawline, and cheekbones. This just adds a little bit more definition and structure to my face. Oh, also, side note, you can see I added the concealer around my eyes and highlight area, so down the tip and bridge of my nose, but I left my under eye area. Normally, like day to day, I would conceal this, but I wanted sort of that darker sunken in effect, so I let my natural dark circles really shine through for this look. Then I just set everything with a light translucent powder. Moving on to the brows, I took a tinted brow gel and placed this over top my natural brows to help give them more definition and pigment because my natural brows are pretty sad. They're very light and blonde. So I really filled these out to help define them. So using my face and body paints, I'm using a mixture of black and red and placing this on the inside of the masking tape. Then I also took a very small brush and with a light hand placed this on top of the tape and started to bring it down a bit on the outside. I also took that red paint and added it into the creases of the brain that I made and then used some water to help spread this out. This just added more detail. Again, that's just completely up to you how much you want to add color-wise or blood-wise to the brain or prosthetic. To build up on the inside of that tape, I also ripped up some cotton balls and placed this inside to kind of just look like skull matter, I guess. Gross. but it helped to build up that area around the brain. It also gave the blood something to hold on to inside and around the tape. Then using a mix of liquid blood and gel blood, I placed this again on the inside and started to let it fall and drip from the top to the outside. And that is pretty much it. To complete this look, I added my Special Effects Solera contact lenses. If you want to order these, I'll post that information down below as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would love for you guys to comment down below what you or you and your family did for Halloween this year. I know it was a crazy year, so let me know. If you have any other questions, be sure to also comment that down below or check out the description box. It might be answered there for you. Be sure that you're still subscribed to my channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.